Hi friends, welcome to my channel Mathematics Idea. This video is also available in Hindi. यह वीडियो हिंदी में भी उपलब्ध है. If you are first time viewing my channel, then I will suggest you to go through my introduction video first to understand the presentation structure of the course content. Today we are at helping class 2 for the algebra. Okay, helping class 2 for the algebra. Before this, we had completed helping class 1, in which also we had discussed about algebra. That was the part 1. So algebra part 1, what we had done? We had seen about solving the simple equations. After that, working with the exponents and two variables. How to solve the two variables equation. These are all things we had covered in our helping class 1, which was based on algebra. Now today it is the part 2 of the algebra. Okay, so this is helping class 2. So with this introduction, now let's get started with today's class. Let's move on to the first section of the today's class, that is multiplying the polynomials. So what we are going to do here, we are going to multiply the polynomial. What is polynomial? Polynomial is having the variable and it will have more number of terms. Okay, here it is a polynomial. So how many terms are there? 1, 2, 3. If there are 2 terms, then it is binomial, 1 term, monomial, 3 terms, trinomial, like that. So any number of terms we will call it as polynomials, right? So here it is only one variable is there, x. Now how we are going to multiply it, that we are going to learn in this section. Okay, so here it is x plus 2, 3x square minus 5x plus 2. Now let's learn how to do this. X plus 2, 3x square minus 5x plus 2. This is the problem. So what we will do, first we will multiply x with this entire, after that plus 2 with this entire polynomial. This is how we have to do the multiplication. So first we have to multiply x with 3x square minus 5x plus 2. Okay, so what we had done, we had broken this bracket. So once you break this bracket, then it will be x into 3x square minus 5x square plus 2. After that plus 2, 3x square plus 2, 3x square minus 5x plus 2. Okay, so x into this polynomial, trinomial, plus 2 into this trinomial. Okay, so it will be 3x cube minus 5x square plus 2x plus 6x square minus 10x plus 4. Okay, 3x cube plus minus 5x square plus 2x plus 2, 2 into 3, 6 x square, 2 minus 5 minus 10 minus 10x, 2 into 2, 4 plus 4. Now we have to find the like terms in this. So like terms are this x cube, so there is no other term, so it will be 3x cube. After that this 5x square and 6x square, so it will be minus 5 plus 6 plus x square. After that 2x and 10x, these two are like terms, 2 and minus 10 minus 8x, and only one constant term is there, that is plus 4. Okay, are you getting it? So before doing this polynomials, I will take one example that will be easy for you. Just take two numbers, 2 plus 3, and here you take 4 plus 5. Okay, how you multiply these two? First, directly you can do it 5 into 9, which is 45. Okay, but how to do it with this brackets concept? Okay, so for that 2 into 4 plus 5 plus 3 into 4 plus 5. Okay, 2 we had broken this bracket, so it will be 2 into 4 plus 5 plus 3 into 4 plus 5. So 2 4s are 8 plus 2 5s are 10 plus 3 4s are 12 plus 3 5s are 15. So it is 8 plus 10 18, 18 plus 12 30, 30 plus 15 45. So this is 45. So in the similar way, what we had done here x plus 2, we had made it x with 3x square minus 5x plus 2. Plus 2 we had taken with multiplication with 3x square minus 5x plus 2. After that we had done the multiplication, and at last we got it as 3x cube plus x square minus 8x plus 4 equal to, no, it is not equal to, it is an expression. So 3x cube plus x square minus 8x plus 4. We had got this expression at last. Are you getting it? So this is how we have to multiply the polynomials. We will do the similar thing in second question. Let's go on to second question. Second question is 3x square plus 4 and x minus 3x square minus 4. This is the second question. Okay, 3x square plus 4, x minus 3 into 3x square minus 4. So first we will multiply these two, after that we will multiply these two. Okay, so how we will do that? First we will take these two as one pair. Okay, 3x square plus 4 and into x minus 3. So 3x square you will multiply with x minus 3 plus 4, it will be multiplied with x minus 3. So this will be in bracket. After that 3x square minus 4. Okay, now 3x square into x, 3x cube minus 3x square into 3, 9x square plus 4 into x, 4 into 3 minus 12, and this will be in one bracket, and after that here it is 3x square minus 4. Okay, are you getting it? So what we had done, we had multiplied 3x square with x minus 3 and 4 with x minus 3. So 3x square into x minus 3, it is 3x cube minus 9x square plus 4x minus 12. Okay, now this is having all with 3, 2, 1 and 0 power of x, that is constant term. After that x, x square and x cube, there are no other like terms. So this is the simplified expression for the above one. Now we have to multiply these two. So for multiplying these two, we can do like this: 3x cube into 3x square minus 4 minus 9x square into 3x square minus 4 plus 4x into 3x square minus 4 minus 12 into 3x square minus 4. But this will be very lengthy. So what we will do, we will multiply 3x square minus 4 with this. So we will break this bracket rather than this. Okay, we won't break this bracket, rather than we will break this bracket. So how it will look like? So after your multiplication, it will be 3x square, 3x cube minus 9x square plus 4x minus 12 minus 4 into 3x, sorry, it is cube, 3x cube into 3x cube minus 9x square plus 4x minus 12. Okay, so 3x cube minus 9x square plus 4x minus 12 multiplied with 3x square. After that minus 4 is multiplied with the entire term, which is 3x cube minus 9x square plus 4x minus 12. 3x square we will multiply this with this, it will be 9x to the power of 5 minus 9 3 is 27, it will be x to the power of 4 plus 3 4 is 12, x to the power of 3 minus 12 3 is 36 x square. From here minus 12 x cube plus 36 x square plus 16 x minus 16x minus 4 into plus 4x minus 16x plus 12 4 is 48. Okay, so what we have done here, 3x square into 3x cube, 3 3 is 9, x square into x cube, x to the power of 5, a to the power of m into a to the power of n equal to a to the power of m plus n. We had already discussed in helping class 1. Okay, so it will become x square and x cube, it will become x to the power of 5. 3 9 is 27, x square it will become x to the power of 4. 3 4 is 12, x square x it will become x cube. 3 12 is 36. After that x square, so here it is x square, 36 x square. Now 4 3 is 12 minus 12 x cube, minus 4 into 3 minus 12, minus 4 into minus 9 plus 36 x square, minus 4 into plus 4 minus 16 x, minus 4 into minus 12 plus 48. Okay, now is there any term with x to the power of 5? No term, so it will be 9x to the power of 5. Is there any term with x to the power of 4 else than this? No, so minus 27 x to the power of 4. Is there any x cube term? Yes, 12x cube minus 12x cube, so both will cancel. 12 minus 12 it will be 0, so there will be no term of x cube. Now x square, minus 36 plus 36. Okay, so minus 36 plus 36, this will also be 0. There will be no term for x square. Now for x we are getting minus 16x, there is no other term of x, so only one like term, plus 48. Okay, so after the multiplication of 3x square plus 4 x minus 3, 3x square minus 4, we will get 9x to the power of 5 minus 27x to the power of 4 minus 16x plus 48. Are you getting it? Okay, so this is what we got, the simplified expression after the multiplication. So what we had done in this problem? In this problem we had seen that there are 3 brackets, 3 multiples. So first we had taken first 2 and we had made the pair of those and we had performed the multiplication. Once we had performed the multiplication, after that we had broken the smaller bracket for easy method. Okay, so 3x square minus 4 we had taken as 3x square into 3x cube minus 9x square plus 4x minus 12 minus 4 3x cube minus 9x square plus 4x minus 12. Okay, and at last we got it as 9x to the power of 5 minus 27x to the power of 4 minus 16x plus 48. Before this we had seen that in this problem 12x cube is there and minus 12x cube is there, both will be cancelled. Minus 36x square and 36x square is there and both will be cancelled. Okay, so this completes problem number 2. Let's move on to problem number 3. So what problem number 3 says? 5r minus 7 into 3r to the power of 4 plus 2r square plus 6. So this is the third problem. (5r minus 7) into 3r to the power of 4 plus 2r square plus 6. Okay, so now we have to multiply these two, so we will break this bracket, so it will be 5r 3r to the power of 4 plus 2r square plus 6 minus 7 3r to the power of 4 plus 2r square plus 6. Okay, so after the splitting we had splitted this bracket, or we had broken this bracket, so we got 5r 3r to the power of 4 plus 2r square plus 6 minus 7, 3r to the power of 4 plus 2r square plus 6. Now 5 into 3, 15, r into r to the power of 4, r to the power of 5 plus 5 to the 10, r into r square, r cube plus 5 6 is 30, 30 r. Now here minus 7 3 is 21 r to the power of 4 minus 14 r square minus 42. Okay, so what we have done, 5r multiplied with 3r to the power of 4, we got it as 15 r to the power of 5. 5r into 2r square, 10 r to the power of 3. r into r square, it will become r cube. Okay, and 5 into 6 30, 30 r minus 7 3 is 21 r to the power of 4 minus 7 into 2 minus 14 r to the power of 4, 7 6 is 42, so minus 42. Okay, now we will write it in descending order of the powers. Okay, so that will look good. Okay, for that 15 r to the power 5, there is no other like term. After that minus 21 r to the power of 4, there is no other like term for r to the power of 4 in this. Okay, now plus for r cube, any like term? No, except 10r cube, so it is 10r cube. For r square, any like terms? No, only minus 14 r square. After that r, any like term? No, except 30r and constant, which is minus 42. So this will be the multiplication of 5r minus 7 into 3r to the power of 4 plus 2r square plus 6. Okay, so what we had done in this problem? In this problem we had broken this bracket, or we had splitted this bracket. After the splitting, it will be 5r 3r to the power of 4 plus 2r square plus 6 minus 7 3r to the power of 4 plus 2r square plus 6. So in this bracket 5r is multiplied, and for this bracket minus 7 is multiplied with each and every term. After that we will get it as 15r to the power of 5 minus 21r to the power of 4 plus 10r cube minus 14r square plus 30r minus 42. Okay, so this completes problem number 3, and this completes this section as well. So in this section what we had learned? In this section we had learned how to multiply the two polynomials. Okay, one polynomial is in one bracket, other polynomial is in other bracket, how to multiply those two. Okay, now let's move on to section number 2. Let's move on to section number 2. In this section we will discuss about quadratic equations. Okay, before going to this section I want to state that before this there was one image in which homework was provided. So please do the homework for that multiplication of polynomials. Okay, after that come to this section. Okay, so in this section we are having quadratic equation. Quadratic equation means power will be 2. Now we will understand how to do splitting middle term and how to use quadratic formula. Okay, first 3 problems we will do splitting middle term, and next 2 problems we will do by quadratic formulae. Okay, now let's get started with first problem. Before jumping into the first problem, I will take you that a quadratic equation is made by multiplying 2 linear equations. You agree with this? Okay, so ax plus b into cx plus d, there will be 2 different factors for one quadratic equation. Okay, so once we multiply these two, we will get in this form. Okay, so once we multiply, let us multiply this. So our main aim will be, we have to split this middle term and we have to get in this form. We have to split the middle term 7x, 13x, 22, and we have to get in the form of ax plus b and cx plus d. This is what the main aim for first three problems. Okay, now let me multiply these two. Then I will get it as AC, I will multiply these two, then it will be ax into cx plus d plus b into cx plus d. Okay, this is what I am going to get. Now it will be AC x square plus ADX plus BCX square, sorry, BCX plus BD. Okay, this is what we are going to get. Now AC x square plus AD plus BC x plus BD. Okay, are you getting it? What I had done, I had taken x common. First I had multiplied ax with cx plus d, so I got AC x square plus ADX. Then b is multiplied with cx plus d, then you will get bcx plus bd. So it is AC x square plus AD plus BC into x plus BD. Okay. Now here we can see that if we multiply the coefficient of x square with the constant term, you are going to get ACBD, which is nothing but the thing which can be splitted as a sum. Okay, if you do the multiplication of AD into BC, at that time also you will get ACBD, and you are multiplying for a coefficient of x square and constant term, then also you are getting ACBD. Okay, that means if any two of the brackets of or a linear equation are multiplied, if any of the two of the linear equation in a bracket like this, if they are multiplied, then there is definitely a possibility that the middle term is splitted such that it will be equal to the product of the constant and the coefficient of x square. Okay, middle term is splitted in a such a way that it will be equal to the product of constant and the coefficient of the x square. Okay, this is what the conclusion is. That means any middle term can be splitted. Here 7x, it can be splitted in two numbers. 7 can be splitted as 1 plus 6 or 9 minus 2, or it can be splitted as 5 plus 2 or any number. Okay, such that x square's coefficient and constant term, if we product both of them, that will be equal to this product of the splitting middle term. Okay, so we have to use that logic and we have to do the splitting middle term. Now let us see how we can do that. First question is 2x square plus 7x plus 6. Okay, now I am going to do splitting middle term for this. What I told, coefficient of x square and constant term should be multiplied. So if we will multiply 6 into 2, we will get it as 12. Okay, after that we have to split 7 such a way that the product of that split should be equal to 12. Okay, that is what ABCD or ACBD, whatever you got. So I will split 7 in a such a way that I should get 12. That product I should get 12 of the two numbers. So here it will be 2 6 are 12, 2 3 are 6, 3 1 are 3. Okay, so how I can get 7 from this? 3 plus 4 and 3 into 4 is 12, right? So what I will do, 2x square plus the 7 I will split as 3x plus 4x plus 6. Okay, are you getting it? So what I had done here, I had taken LCM of the 12 and I got it as 2, 2, 3, 1. Okay, 2 into 2 into 3 into 1. So now possibility is either 2 and 6. That is the one possibility. Other possibility is 4 and 3. There are two possibilities are there. 2 and 6 we can't take because here we are having 7. Are you getting it? So for 7, 2 and 6, if you add, you will get 8. If you subtract 6 minus 2, you will get 4. There is no possibility of getting 7. But if you take 3 and 4, there is a possibility that you will get 7. So 2x square plus 3x plus 4x plus 6. Now I will take common x from here. So it will be 2x plus 3 plus I will take common 2 from here because for both of the terms 4x and 6 2 is common. So you will get 2x plus 3. So what was our main motive? First we got 2x plus 3. So same 2x plus 3 we want to extract from here as well. So we have taken 2 common. Are you getting it? So 2x plus 3 is common from both of them. So it will be x plus 2 and 2x plus 3. Okay. So we had got it into the form of ax plus b, where a is 1 and b is 2, cx plus d, where c is 2 and d is 3. Are you getting it? So what I told earlier the same thing, that any quadratic equation can be represented in the product of the two linear equations in a bracket, right? Like this. Are you getting it? So factors, how you can write it in the factor, like 12 we have written in factors as 2, 2, 3 and 1, like that. 2x square plus 7x plus 6. How we had made the factors? Factors are x plus 2 and 2x plus 3. This is known as factorizing the expression, quadratic expression we had factorized over here. Are you getting it? Okay. So this is what is known as the factorization. And this method which we had done here is known as the splitting middle term. What we had done? We had splitted middle term over here. Okay. Understood this one? Okay. So what we had done in this problem? We had seen that 2 into 6 is 12. So we had taken the LCM of the 12 and after that we got 3 and 4 are the factors of 12. And it can be adjusted or it can be made 7 as 3 and 4. So we had done the same as 7x equal to 3x plus 4x and middle term is splitted now. After that we had taken x common, from second term 2 common, and at last we got it as x plus 2 into 2x plus 3. So x plus 2 into 2x plus 3 is factor of 2x square plus 7x plus 6. Okay. Now let's move on to second problem. In second problem it is 3x square plus 13x plus 12. Okay. (3x square plus 13x minus 12). 3x square plus 13x minus plus 12. Okay. Now here 3 into 12. What is the value? 36. 36 is the value. Now I have to take LCM. 2, 18, 2, 9, 3, 3 ja, 3, 1 ja. So it is 3, 3, 2, 2 and 1. 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 1. So this is for 36. Now I have to make, by using these numbers, I have to make two numbers such that I will get 13. Okay, and their product should be equal to 36. So 2 is there. After that 3 3 is 9, 9 2 is 18. 18 and 2 is one option. I won't get 13. Okay, 18 minus 2 I will get as 16. But 18 minus 2 I can't do also, because 18 into minus 2 it will be minus 36, not 36. Okay, so you have to be very careful about sign as well. So both should be in positive. So that means both the numbers should be lesser than 13. So what is that number? What one number is 6 and 6, but it is not 0 over here, right? So 6 and 6, it's not 12 over here, not 0, 12. So it is 13. So again 3 into 3, 9, 9 plus 4, 13. So we can split 13 as 9 plus 4. So it will be 3x square plus 9x plus 4x plus 12. What we had done? We had splitted 13 to 9 plus 4. Okay? 13 we had splitted as 9 plus 4, and 9 into 4 equal to 36, which is equal to 12 into 3, 36. Okay, are you getting it? Now 3x will be common, so it will be x plus 3, plus 4 will be common here, it will be x plus 3. Okay, from both the terms x plus 3 is common. In both the terms x plus 3 is common, you can take x plus 3 common. Then inside it will be 3x, and from here it will be 4. So factorization of 3x square plus 13x plus 12 is x plus 3, 3x plus 4. Okay. So what we had done in this problem, we had multiplied coefficient of x square and constant term, which is 36. 36, now we got the factors. Factors are 9 and 4. So we splitted this 13 as 9 and 4. So after splitting, we had taken 3x common and 4 common from other bracket. So it will be x plus 3 and 3x plus 4. Are you getting it? So this is how we had splitted this problem by splitting middle term. Now let's move on to problem number 3. Here also we are going to do by splitting middle term. So my third problem is 4bc square plus 22b minus 42b. Okay, so it is 4bc square plus 22bc minus 42b. Okay, b is the common thing in everything, common thing in every term. So b we can take common, 4c square plus 22c minus 42. Now we will concentrate on this only, 4c square plus 22c minus 42. So this is quadratic equation by in variable c. Now here if you will multiply 4 into 42, so it will be 84. No, sorry, 160. No, 4 to the 8, 168. Okay, so it will be 168. 4 into minus 42 minus 168. So we will take it as 168 and first do the LCM. And we will remember that it is minus 68. We will keep that in our mind. It is 168. 4 to the 8, 4 for the 16, 168. Okay. Now let's do the LCM for this. 2, 84, 2, 42, 2, 21, 3, 7, 7, 1. Okay. So this will be the LCM. 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 7. Okay. Now we have to split the middle term. So one should be greater than 22 and one should be lesser than 22, because we have to get 22 but there is a negative sign. So the splitting middle term here will not be the addition of the two numbers, rather than it will be the subtraction of the two numbers. Are you getting it? Here the splitting middle term will be subtraction of the two numbers, because one should be positive and one should be negative to give minus 168. Okay, so we have to keep that in mind. So for that, first we will take 7 3 are 21, 21 and 8. It will not yield us anything. 3 8 ja 24, 24 and 7. This will also not give anything. 7 4 ja 28, 28 and 6. 7 into 4, 28. 4 means these two 2's is 4 and this is 7. So 4 into 7, it will give 28. And these two terms will give 6. So 28 and 6 will give us 22. 28 minus 6. So we will do that. B 4c square plus 28c minus 6c minus 42. Okay, how we had figured out that 22 is not the sum but it is a subtraction of the two numbers, because here the product is in negative, right? So the product from the splitting middle term also should be in negative. So one should be in positive and one should be in negative. That means here subtraction is going to happen, not addition. So it will be 28 minus 6. Okay. Now you take common here 2. So B into 2 common, C common. So it will be 2C plus 14. And here you will take 3 common. So it will be 2C plus 14. Okay. It will be 2C plus 14. So you are going to get B into 2C minus 3 and 2C plus 14. Okay. B into 2C minus 3 into 2C plus 14. Are you getting it? So 2C plus 14 is common. So it will be B into 2C minus 3 into 2C plus 14. Okay. Now, what we had done in this, we had taken first B common. B is entirely common in all terms. After that we got quadratic equation in C. After that, once we had done the coefficient of C square and constant term product, then we had realized that it is in negative. So that's why splitting of the middle term will be done by subtraction, not by addition. Once it is done by subtraction, after that we found that 28 and 6 will be the suitable numbers for 22. 28 minus 6. After that we had taken common 2C and minus 3, and at last we got factors as 2C minus 3 and 2C plus 14 for 4C square plus 22C minus 42, and B 2C minus 3 2C plus 14 for 4B square plus 22BC minus 42B. Okay, so this completes problem number 3. Now we will go for problem number 4. In problem number 4, it is given as x square plus 2x minus 8. Okay, now here we are getting numbers in like 3, 14, 2, 2. So this is bit easy. Now somewhat fractions also can be manipulated by doing this method. But if something is there which can be done in root, that can't be manipulated by this method. Like I told that linear equation can be in the form of ax plus b and cx plus d. Okay, here a, b, c, d are integers. Okay, if it is an integer then it is okay. But if suppose you will get a in fraction or b will be in roots, is it easy to find it by LCM? We can't find it. Okay, so there is one formula known as quadratic formula. Okay, for any of the quadratic equation, it is applicable to any quadratic equation. There is a quadratic formula where you will get directly the values of x. Okay, and you can factorize it later. So how that quadratic formula works is, if ax square plus bx plus c is a quadratic equation where a is coefficient of x square, b is coefficient of x and c is constant term, then there are two roots possible for this. If this is one of the equation, quadratic equation, then two roots are possible for this. So one root will be x1, which is equal to minus b plus x1, and 2 will be the two roots. Two roots possible for this. Okay, for a linear equation there is only one solution. For quadratic equation there are two solutions. So one will be minus b plus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Okay, I will write it is two different. Okay, so this is x1. One will be minus b plus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Another will be x2, which will be minus b minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So this is the formula. If you apply this formula, you will get directly the roots. After that, you have to get the equation. So it will be in the form of x minus x1 and x minus x2 into any number k, because it is in multiplied with 0. So this will be the equation at the end, or x minus x1 and x minus x2 will be the factors of the quadratic equation. Rather than doing the splitting middle term, you will get x1 and x2 directly from here. You substitute x1 and x2 here. That's it. Okay, in last problem what we had done, we had found it by splitting middle term, and after that we took common, and at last we got factors. Here we will directly put x1 and x2, and after that you will do x minus x1, x minus x2, then you are going to get the equation, quadratic equation. Okay. Now let's use this formula for doing the fourth problem. So fourth problem is x square plus 2x minus 8. Okay, so what is the value of a here? A equal to 1, b equal to 2, and c equal to minus 8. So x1 will be minus b plus or minus, or I will take first plus, root of b square 4 minus 4ac plus 4 into a 1 into c 8. Minus 4ac is there, so minus into minus it will become plus, or I will write one more step. Okay, so minus 4ac means minus 4, and c is our minus 8 divided by 2 into a is 1. So this will be minus 2 plus 4 plus 32. So it will be root 36 divided by 2. Okay, 4, 8 4 is 32. So 4 plus 32 is root 36 divided by 2. This is equal to minus 2 plus 6 by 2. So 1 will be 4 by 2, which is equal to 2. So x1 is equal to 2. What is the value of x1? x1 will be equal to 2. Now how you will get x2? x2 will be equal to minus 2 minus, x2 will be equal to minus 2 minus, this will be same, b square minus 4ac, which is going to be root 36. So it will be minus 2 minus root 36 by 2. This will be equal to minus 2 minus 6 by 2. The only difference is here you will have plus and here you will have minus, and this will be equal to minus 4. So x1 will be 2 and x2 will be minus 4. If you do by splitting middle term, then it will be 4x minus 2x. 2x you can write it as 4x minus 2x, and you can do in that way also, and you can apply this formula as well. This formula is a bit easy. So x1 it has value as 2 and x2 value as minus 4. So what is the equation? X minus x1 and x minus x2. So this will be equal to x minus 2 and x plus 4. Okay, x1 is 2, so x minus 2, and x2 is 4, x plus 4. So we got factorization of x square plus 2x minus 8 here as x minus 2 and x plus 4. Okay, now let's solve a fifth problem also with this. A fifth problem is x square plus 10x plus 11. Okay, so fifth problem is x square plus 10x plus 11. So here what is the value of a? A is equal to 1, b equal to 10, and c is equal to 11. So x1 will be minus b plus root of b square minus 4ac by 2 a, then it will be minus b, minus 10 plus b square root of 100 minus 4ac, 4, a is 1 and c is 11, 4 into 11 divided by 2a, 2 into a is 1. So x1 will be minus 10 plus root of 100 minus 44. So what is 100 minus 44? 100 minus 44 is 56. So it is 56. 100 minus 44 divided by 2. So it will be, we can take 4 here. So it will be 14. 4 into 14. So it will be minus 10 plus root of 4 into 14 by 2. What we are doing? We are simplifying this 56. So once we simplify this 56, we will get it as minus 10 plus 2 root 14 by 2. So it will be minus 5 plus root 14. Okay, 2 will be cancelled from numerator and denominator. Okay, 2 will be cancelled from numerator and denominator. From here 2 is common, so it will be minus 5 plus root 14 by 2, and in numerator there will be 2. So I will write that step. Okay, so it will be 2 into minus 5 plus root 14 by 2. So this 2 got cancelled. So you will get minus 5 plus root 14. Are you getting it? So x1 will be minus 5 plus root 14. If suppose this is the root of the splitting of middle term, then by doing the splitting middle term by LCM and all those things, it is really very difficult to find a number of minus 5 plus root 14. So in those cases, this formula is very useful. So what will be x2 now? x2 will have minus over here, right? Minus here, minus here, minus here, minus here, minus here. So it will be minus 5 minus root 14. So this will be my x2, minus 5 minus root 14. What will be x1? x1 will be minus 5 plus root 14. So what my factors will be? Factors will be x minus x1. It will be 5 minus root 14. Okay, minus 5. So it will become plus 5 minus plus 14. So it will become minus 14. And another will be x plus 5 plus root 14. So this will be the factors for x square plus 10x plus 11. Are you getting it? So what we had done in this problem? In this problem we had used the quadratic formula. So what is the formula? Formula is minus b plus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a minus b minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a for 2 roots. So we got roots as minus 5 plus root 14 and minus 5 minus root 14. At last our factors are x plus 5 minus root 14 and x plus 5 x plus root 14. Okay, so this completes this entire section 2 where we had solved the quadratic expressions. Okay, and some extent we had seen how the roots are, which are found for quadratic equations. So this completes this section number 2. And in this section we had seen about 2 methods. One is for splitting middle term and one is by using quadratic formula. After this there will be one image which will be displayed on your screen, that will be for your homework. So please do those sums and move on to section number 3. Now let's move on to section number 3. Okay, let's move on to section number 3. So in this section we will learn about the division of the polynomial by another polynomial. Okay, we will understand the division of one polynomial by another polynomial, and we will understand factor theorem. So question number 1, which is 2x to the power of 4 plus 3x cube minus 2x square minus 9x minus 12 by x square minus 3. This is this problem we will solve by division, and another two problems we will see how to apply factor theorem in that one. So first let's solve first problem, which is 2x to the power of 4 plus 3x cube minus 2x square minus 9x minus 12. So for that we will use our normal division, which is we will do for numbers. For that, x square minus 3. So we will write x square minus 3 over here. We are dividing what? 2x to the power of 4 plus 3x cube minus 2x square minus 9x minus 12. So we are dividing this by x square minus 3. Okay. So first we have to match x square terms. So how we will match it? X square, we have to match it with 2x to the power of 4. So how to match these two? If we will multiply 2x square with x square with 2x square, we will get 2x to the power of 4. So we are multiplying 2x square with x square. So you will get 2x to the power of 4. So first term is matched. After that we are getting minus 6x square, right? So minus 6x square, you write it over here, minus 6x square under x square term. Okay. So what we are doing here, x square minus 3 is multiplied with 2x square. Once you multiply x square minus 3 with 2x square, and after that you subtract these two. So by that what happens, this x to the power of 4 term will go, and now next larger term will be x cube. After that larger term will be x square. After that it will be x, and at last we will get some remainder, or if it is a completely divisible, then we will get remainder as 0. Okay. So this is how this will work out. So now we will subtract these two. So 2x square, x to the power of 4 is subtracted by 2x to the power of 4. So here it will be minus. So both of them, it will become 0. Okay. Now as you are subtracting 2x to the power of 4 minus 6x square with this bigger polynomial, so this minus will become plus, right? This minus will become plus. So this will be 6x to the power of 2. So 6x square minus 2x square, you will get here as 4x square. Okay. Why I had not written 6x square here? Because it is like term with x square. So that's why minus 2x square and minus 6x square I had written in same line. 3x cube will be remainder here. So it will be 3x cube plus 4x square minus 9x minus 12. Okay. Now it is cube. This x square, I want to make it equal to 3x cube. So I have to multiply with 3x. Okay. X square plus 3x. So it will be 3x cube. Okay. This will become 3x cube. 3x into x square, 3x cube minus 3x into 3x. It will be minus 9x. It will be minus 9x. Okay, are you getting? Now, are you getting it right? So it will be 3x cube minus 3x cube. We are subtracting here. Minus here, it will become plus. So 3x cube minus 3x cube, it will be 0. Minus 9x plus 9x, it will be 0. Okay. So what we will be left with? We will be left with 4x square here and plus or minus 0, anything, no problem, minus 12. So 4x square minus 12 is what we had left with. Now x square, and here it is x square. Once we will get any variable which is having degree lesser than that of x square minus 3, okay, or of divisor, then it is known as remainder. Here both of them are having same degree, both of are having 2 and 2. So that's why further division is possible in this. So x square minus 3 I will multiply with plus 4. So it will be 4x square minus 12. Okay. 4 is multiplied with x square, so you will get 4x square, and 4 is multiplied with 3, then you will get minus 12. Minus 3, you will get minus 12. So here it is, you are going to subtract these two. So this will become minus, here minus and minus, it will become plus. So 4x square cancel, and minus 12 cancel, so you will get 0. Okay, so what will be the factor for 2x to the power of, what will be the result of division for 2x to the power of 4 plus 3x cube minus 2x square minus 9x minus 12 is 2x square plus 3x plus 4. If we divide this entire term with x square minus 3, then we will get 2x square plus 3x plus 4. And this is how we have to divide a polynomial with another polynomial. Are you getting it? Okay, so this completes problem number 1. Now let's move on to factor theorem, which we will discuss from problem number 2. In problem number 1, we had completed how to divide two polynomials. Okay. Now, let's move on to problem number 2. Problem number 2 is x cube minus 23x square plus 142x minus 120. Okay. Now, let's apply factor theorem on this one. To apply factor theorem, first what we will do is we will apply some number. We will give some integer or any number to this x, and after that we will see whether this entire thing will yield to 0 or not. Okay, that is the first check we have to do. So what we will do, we will put x equal to 0. If we will put x equal to 0, we are getting minus 120. Okay, so this is not possible. So x equal to 0 is not the factor, or a 0 for this one. So x equal to 1 if we will keep. So we are seeing here it is 1 minus 23 minus 22 minus 22 plus 142 plus 120 plus 120 minus 120 0. So x equal to 1 will give me a 0 for this expression. So x equal to 1 is one of the 0, okay, for this expression. So x minus 1 will be the factor. If x equal to a is the 0, then x minus a is the factor. X equal to a is the 0, then x minus a is the factor. So here a is 1. So x minus a is x minus 1. So this x minus 1 will be the factor. Okay, are you getting it? Whichever is the factor, minus of that will be the expression. X minus of that factor will be the factor of this expression. Now, first we are seeing here it is x cube, right? Here we are seeing here it is x. So how we will match it? We will multiply with x square. Then we will get x square into x cube. X cube. After that here it is minus x square, right? Now, for minus x square, you have to put here as minus 22x. Okay, why minus 22x? You are getting minus x square from here, and again minus 22, if you will multiply with x, you will get minus 22x square, and it will be minus x square minus 22x square will be minus 23x square. Are you getting it? First x square is multiplied, so you are getting x cube. After that it is having minus x square. Minus x square, but here it is minus 23x square. So minus x square, you have to make it minus 23x square. So you have to multiply with minus 22x such that it will be multiplied with x, and you will get minus 23x square. After that again you are getting plus 22x. Plus 22x, but here it is 142x. So you have to multiply with plus 120 because it is 142, and you are getting 122x. So you have to get 142x. So you have to add 120. So for that you have to add 120 over here. So 120, and after that last is minus 120. So minus 120, there is no remainder available because x minus 1 is factor. Are you getting it? Okay. If this is taking you to very high thought process, then I will suggest you to do another thing. X minus 1 is the factor of this. Are you agree with this? So you write here the power is 3. So x minus 1, you write it 3 times. Okay, till this, if you can think in this way, then this is the very easiest way. Otherwise, there is another way. I am telling you that x minus 1, you write it 3 times. Okay, first here you are having x cube, so multiply it with x square, you will get x cube. After that you are getting minus x square, but here it is minus 23x, so you multiplied with minus 22x. Then you will get minus 22x square from here, minus x square here, so it will become minus 23x square. Minus 22 plus 1, minus 1, so it will become plus 22. So plus 22 plus 120, so it will give 142x. At last you will get minus 120, which is minus 120 here. So you take entire x minus 1 common now. So x minus 1, if you will take common, so you will get x square minus 22x plus 120. Are you getting it? So this is what I had done earlier also. Earlier, without writing these many steps as a visualization, okay, visualization of this x square, and after that this minus 22x and all those things, we had done in direct way. Other way is, you can write as it is cube here, you can take 3 times x minus 1. After that you write, first you have to make x cube, so you multiply it with x square, it will become x cube minus x square. So here you will multiply with minus 22x, you will get minus 22x square minus x square minus 23x square, and after that it will become plus 22x. Here you are having 142, so to make it 142 you have to add with 120, so 120x minus 120, which is the constant term. You will get constant term directly, I mean without any remainder, because x minus 1 is the factor that we had checked earlier itself. Are you getting it? Okay. So this completes problem number 2. Now let's move on to problem number 3. So problem number 3 also we will do by using same thing. So my problem number 3 is x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. Okay, x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. First I will put 0. 0 if I will put, it will be 0. This will be 0, this will be 0, and at last 2. So there will be, this expression will not become 0 for x equal to 0. After that I will put x equal to minus 1. If I will put x equal to minus 1, this will be minus 1, this will be plus 1, and this will be minus 2. Minus 2, 1 minute. Minus 2, and here it will be x equal to minus 1 means minus 1 cube, it will become minus 1, it will become minus 2, and it will become plus 1, and it will become plus 2. So minus 3 plus 3, so this will become 0. So x equal to minus 1 is the factor. So x equal to minus 1 is the factor. So x equal to minus 1 is the 0, sorry, not factor, x equal to minus 1 is the 0. So what will be the factor? X minus a, so it will become x plus 1. Okay, it will become x plus 1. Now, first is x cube, so I will multiply with x square. Once I will multiply with x square, now here it will be x cube, so first we satisfied, after that it will be x square. But here we are having minus 2x square, so we have to make minus 3x square to make it as minus 2x square. So that's why minus 3x into x, it will become minus 3x square, and this x square, when it is added with minus 3x square, it will become minus 2x square, and after that it will become minus 3x, but here you are having minus x, so minus 3x minus x, so you will be adding with plus 2, so minus 3x plus 2x. Okay, minus 3x with this and plus 2x with this, it will get minus x. and at last 2 will be multiplied with 1 to get the constant term, which is 2. Okay, so this is how we can do this as factors. Okay, now further, this x square minus 3x plus 2 can be done by splitting middle term. So you do, I told it earlier itself, so you do it. Okay, so you will get it as x plus 1, x minus 1, x minus 2. Okay, x plus 1, x minus 1 and x minus 2 will be the factors. Okay, now rather than solving like this, how to solve by other method which I told, easy one. So that will be, here you are getting x equal to minus 1 as 0. So what will be the factor? X plus 1 will be the factor. So x plus 1, here power is 3. So write x plus 1 3 times. X plus 1, x plus 1, and after that x plus 1. Okay, x plus 1 is written 3 times. First is x cube. So multiply with x square. You will get it x cube. After that x square, here it is minus 2x square, so you have to add with minus 3x square, so write minus 3x such that it will become minus 3x square. After that it is minus 3x, here it is minus x, so you have to add with plus 2x, so plus 2x plus 2. You take x plus 1 common now, so it will be x plus 1, x square minus 3x plus 2. After that, do the splitting middle term, you will get x plus 1, x minus 1 and x minus 2. Okay, are you getting it? Now, this completes the section number 3. Now let's move on to section number 4. After this, there will be a homework which will be provided in your screen. So please do that, and after that move on to section number 4. Okay, let's move on to section number 4. In this section, we will learn about some formulas, and after that at last we will learn about Pascal triangle. Okay. So first we will learn about some formulas. So first formula we will see is a plus b whole square. Okay, a plus b whole square. So what is the formula for a plus b whole square? It is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Okay, a plus b whole square formula is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Next is a minus b whole square. It is a square minus 2ab plus b square. Okay, a square minus 2ab plus b square. Next, a plus b whole cube. A plus b whole cube formula is a cube plus b cube plus 3ab bracket a plus b. A plus b whole cube formula is a cube plus b cube plus 3ab bracket a plus b. A minus b whole cube. A minus b whole cube is a cube minus b cube minus 3ab bracket a minus b. Okay, a minus b whole cube formula is a cube minus b cube minus 3ab bracket a minus b. After that, one more formula is a plus b plus c whole square. Whole square. So this will be equal to a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ca. Okay, a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ca. If suppose it is written as a minus b plus c whole square, a minus b plus c whole square. So in place of b you replace with minus b. So here it will be a square plus b square plus c square. Once you replace here with minus b, it will become minus 2ab. Here you replace with minus b, here it will become minus 2bc, and at last there is no b, so it will be plus 2ca. So what will be the formula for a minus b plus c whole square? It will be a square plus b square plus c square minus 2ab minus 2bc plus 2ca. Are you getting it? Okay. So these are the formulas which are very basic and it is required for you to keep in your memory. Okay. Now there will be one formula which can be generated by a cube plus b cube from here. It will be a plus b whole cube, and you shift 3ab from 3ab bracket a plus b towards LHS. So it is in positive, it will be in negative in LHS. So it will be a cube plus b cube will be a plus b whole cube minus 3ab bracket a plus b. Similarly, a minus b whole cube plus 3ab bracket a plus b, a minus b will be for a cube minus b cube. So you can derive a cube plus b cube and a cube minus b cube from these two formulas. Okay, are you getting it? So these are the formulas which are very important and these need to be mug up. So please keep it in your memory. Right? Okay, after this we will start something called as Pascal triangle. Okay. Pascal triangle, if suppose you are having a plus b whole cube. So for a plus b whole cube, you have written the formula as a cube plus b cube plus 3ab bracket a plus b. Now we will see how to get this formula by using Pascal triangle. Okay, a cube plus b cube plus 3ab bracket a plus b. How to get this formula of a plus b whole cube by using Pascal triangle. So Pascal triangle, how to write it? First you write 1. After that you write it as 1 1. Okay. After that it is self-explanatory. First you write 1. You add these two, you will get 2, and after that 1. Now first you write 1. You add these two, 1 and 2, it will become 3, and 2 plus 1 it will become 3. And at last it is 1. After that 1 plus 3 is 4, 3 plus 3 is 6, and after that 3 plus 1 is 4, after that it is 1. Are you getting it? And this will goes on. Okay, this will go on. So if you are taken something as a plus b, then this is the expansion of a plus b to the power of 0. This is expansion of a plus b to the power of 1. This is the expansion of a plus b to the power of 2. Like that. So each and every step, this is the expansion of a plus b to the power of 3. This is the expansion of a plus b to the power of 4. This is the expansion of a plus b to the power of 5. Okay, 10, 10, 5 and 1. How to write this expansion now? For that, I will rub this out. Now you understood, right? So each and every step is the expansion of a plus b to the power of n. So n starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. This triangle will go off. So we will see first a plus b whole cube, how we got it. So first you have to multiply with a to the power of 0. A to the power of 1, a to the power of 2, a to the power of 3. Okay. Now another thing is b. So b will be, maximum is 3, b to the power of 3, b to the power of 2, b to the power of 1 and b to the power of 0. Okay. A, it is increasing, b, it is decreasing. So what you got from here? B cube 3a square b, so I will write it here. It is b cube plus 3a b square plus 3a square b plus a cube. This is what you got. Okay, and here if you multiply 3ab with a plus b, you will get the same thing. 3a square b and 3ab square, a cube plus b cube, you can write it as b cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus a cube. So you got that formula. Okay. Now once it is the power of 4, so you no need to keep in memory for each and every formulas. Okay, so for that this Pascal triangle is very easy. So if suppose you want the formula for a plus b to the power of 4, so a plus b to the power of 4 formula. So I will write it here: a to the power of 0, a to the power of 1, a to the power of 2, a to the power of 3, a to the power of 4, b power of 4, b power 3, b square, b, and after that b to the power of 0, b to the power of 1 and b to the power of 0. So a plus b 4 whole to the power of 4 is b to the power of 4 plus 4a b cube plus 6a square b square, after that 4a cube b plus a to the power of 4. So see how simple it is to get the formula, and this will be for a plus b to the power of 5. So you can do a plus b to the power of 5. Okay. If suppose it is 2a plus b to the power of 4, in that case what you will do? So entire 2a you have to write in the power of 0. Here it will be 2a to the power of 1, 2a whole to the power of 2, 2a whole to the power of 3 and 2a whole to the power of 4. Then you will get the expansion for 2a plus b whole to the power of 4. Are you getting it? So in place of a you will write it as 2a. Okay, then you will get 2a plus b whole to the power of 4 formula. Are you getting it? This is how you have to use the Pascal triangle, and this is very important for the principle of mathematical induction chapter. Okay, in class 11 there is one chapter called as principle of mathematical induction, where we have the step of pm plus 1. So whenever m plus 1 is there, you have to do the expansion by using this Pascal triangle. So this is very important over there. Are you getting it? So by this you can get any formulas, okay, of a plus b, a plus b, a plus b to the power of 1, a plus b whole square, a plus b whole square also you can see over here. For a plus b whole square, here you put a to the power of 2, b to the power of 0. Either you can put a or b, no problem. Okay, both, it is a symmetric triangle, you can see it. It will be a to the power of 1, b to the power of 1, a to the power of 0, b square. So it will be equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. So see, this is the formula for a plus b whole square. Okay, are you getting it? So this is the one of the triangle which is used to get the formulas. Okay, now this completes section number 4, and this completes today's class as well. If you are happy with the content, please press like, share and subscribe. Press the bell icon to get the notification. And for the further classes, please stay connected with my channel. Thank you and happy viewing.